Assalamu alaikum. Let me introduce myself. My name is Vena Ameliya, NPM 234120039, Accounting Class 23A, Cost Accounting course. Okay, here I will explain about the cost of the process. Let's discuss it directly. Cost of goods process is a cost accounting method used in manufacturing companies that produce goods in large quantities and go through several stages of production. Each production process has costs that are collected and calculated based on the average to determine the cost per unit. Purpose of cost of goods process. 1. Determine production costs accurately at each stage of the process. 2. Produce a more stable cost calculation per unit. 3. Facilitate production cost control. 4. Assist in business planning and decision-making. Characteristics of cost of goods process. 1. Production is carried out in bulk and continuously. 2. The products produced are uniform and difficult to distinguish between units. 3. Production costs are collected and calculated based on departments or processes. 4. Use the average method to determine the cost per unit. 5. The production results from one process become raw materials for the next process. Cost elements in process costing. In the process costing method, production costs are classified into three main elements. 1. Raw material costs. Direct raw materials, the main materials used in production. Indirect raw materials, supporting materials in production. 2. Labor costs. Direct labor workers who directly handle the production process. Indirect labor workers who support production indirectly. 3. Factory overhead costs. Electricity and water costs for production. Machine rental and depreciation costs. Production equipment maintenance costs. Cost collection and allocation flow. Costs are collected in each production department. Costs from the previous department will be transferred to the next department if the product is not finished. Unfinished products will be recorded as work in process, PDP, and calculated using equivalent units. Example questions. Question. A company has the following production data. Raw material costs, 200 million Indonesian rupiah. Labor costs, 100 million Indonesian rupiah. Factory overhead costs, 150 million Indonesian rupiah. Total production units, 10,000 units. Products in process, 50% complete 2,000 units. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.